Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. I am a senior MuleSoft architect. In this video, we're going to see how we can apply a IP whitelisting and blacklisting policy using MuleSoft or Anypoint API Manager. So basically, you can restrict some of the IP addresses, or you can allow some of the IP addresses using IP whitelisting and the blacklisting policy. So let me start with demonstration. Okay, so simply I have one API. So basically this is my API. So currently, in this API, no policy has been set up, nothing. So we are getting everything okay. Okay, so now what I will do, I will go to API Manager. So MuleSoft API Manager, I have already created a proxy application. If you see it here, I already have a proxy application, okay, in API Manager. So I can go to policies, I can apply new policy. So first we will see IP blacklisting or IP blacklist policy. Always choose the latest version, configure. So generally what I will do, I will send a IP address in my header like this, X IP address, something like 10.10.1.1. okay, this is my IP address. Or okay, so I can be more specific, I can give some like 56.67. so I will be sending a IP address in the header in my request. So when you give the IP expression, it should be mule expression language. So you want to read that IP address from the header in the request. So what you can do, so we can simply say attributes dot headers single quotes square bracket, then single quotes, X IP address, then square bracket close. Now I want to add the IP, so basically you can do with multiple ways. Either you can allow the range of IP address, so either you can allow the range of IP address by giving 192.168. Something like that, .0.0/24. so this is how you can allow the range of IP address. So this might be containing around 256 of IP addresses. Okay, so that is how you can give the IP address. So that is the one. Even you can give a single IP address. So basically, if this is my IP address, okay, so I can simple define like this, I want to blacklist this particular IP address. Or you can also say I want to blacklist anything coming from 192.68. it means it will blacklist 192.168.255.255. so basically what does this mean? So it will block anything between 192.168.0.0 till 255, whatever IP address, so it will block everything between this particular range. So you can define the IP address single. You can define the range, the CIDR mask. So like if you want to blacklist any group of IP address or any subnet, so you can basically use this this notation. Then apart from that, you can also block the single IP addresses. And if you give this 192.168, in this case it will block up to it's not 169, sorry, up to 192 starting from 192.68.0.0.0 up to .255.255. let's see with example. So right now I have provided this particular IP addresses, so I will just paste it in my blacklist and click on add. I can add more IP addresses. I can say 68, I want to blacklist 68 also. So I will say I want to block 192.168. so I can add this. So I'm blocking this many of IP address. Okay, so I will say apply. Okay, so I have applied this particular IP blacklist. So generally after applying the IP address, it takes some time, okay, at least 30 to 40 seconds or 45 seconds to get reflect on your application. So let's wait while our policy get applied to our application. So click on this edit button. let me check what. So 67 68, so 67 68 is blacklisted, so I will send the request. So this is saying 110 dots 10.10.56.67 is blacklisted, right? Let me use 68. What happens with 68? 68 is also blacklisted. If I say 69, 69 is successful. We got the successful response for the 69. So let me try with some more thing, like 58.90. I got the successful response. Now I will try with 192.168.0.1. So we got, this is the invalid IP address. So if I say 255.255, this is also invalid IP address. If I say 192.68.255, this range is completely invalid. Okay, the same you can define like one more thing, so I can define like so 192.169.0.0/24. okay, so I can define this notation also. I can add later also. Okay, apply. Okay, so let me check what happens 169 0.10. let me check that. Okay, let's wait. So it haven't reflected yet, so let's wait for some time. So 190.69 169.0.1. so this is also invalid. If I use 1.1, this is successful. So what happens in the range of whatever range I've given, so 192.168 169.0.0 up to 24, this will contain IP address from 192.169.0.0 up to 192a 192.168.0.255, total 256 IP addresses. So one doesn't fall under that, that's why it's successful. 192.169.1.1, in that case this is successful, right? So these are the different way you can apply the IP blacklisting policy. This is the way you can configure your IP ranges, and even you can configure your multiple IP ranges and everything. Okay, so let me cancel it. I will remove this particular policy for now. Now we will see the IP whitelisting. In case of IP whitelisting, so either we can say it, the logic works same, but it will be reversed this time. If in this case, if you are allowing all these ranges, so it means, so the request coming from this all IP ranges, the request will be successfully approved. Okay, and it will give the successful response back to the client. In case of if you are sending any IP apart from these addresses, the request will get rejected, saying that this particular IP address is not whitelisted. So let me apply that policy. I will say apply new policy. I will search for IP whitelist policy. So let me copy all this thing. So I will allow this, but in last blacklisting we have restrict this IP address, but in this case we will allow it. I will add this. Before that, like, I just want to make sure like I am reading this value from the header. You can read from query parameters also. So I will say X IP address. Okay, so attribute dot headers dot X IP address. I want to allow single IP addresses also. Edit. I want to allow this particular IP range also, just 192.68. Edit. Then I think I can allow 67 also. Edit. Apply the policy. So basically it will reflect in some time. like not sometime, in some seconds. So what is the IP configure? So I will just keep edit, because I will not do any update or delete. Just I want to copy the IP addresses and all those things. So first I will try with this IP address. What happens? Let's see. First let me check. I will remove everything. So what happens? With the policy is applied or not? Yeah, the policy is applied, because we are not sending anything in this header parameter. That's why it got rejected. So first IP address I will check. So this time this particular IP address is allowed. So we got the successful response. Now I will say 69. I go the IP address 10.10.56.69 is not allowed. Let's check. 69 is not allowed. 67 is allowed. So let me try with 67. Yeah, 67 is allowed. Now I have also given 192.168. So 192.168.0.1. let me check, is successful. So let me try with 1.255. this is also fall under that category. Let me check with 255. This should be also successful. So now I have also given one CIDR mask or subnet, that is 192 up to 0./24. This will allow IP range between 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.0.255. okay, so it's 169, I think, right? Let me check. Okay, so let me just remove this. Let me, instead of 192, I will make this as 169. okay, I will add this and I will delete this particular one. Okay, so apply policy. So it takes some time, so let's wait for some 30 seconds. Until that I will configure. So let me try with this only, 192.169. the policy is still not applied. Let's wait. No, this is wrong. So yeah, so 192.169.255.255 is not correct. So instead of that I can say 0.255. it should be successful. Yeah, so 192.169.0169, which falls under the category of this, this particular range. So let me correct, it's a 169 only. So 169 up to 0.255, so it falls under that only. If I use 244, it should be successful. If I use 1 here, in that case it should fail. Okay, so now you got it. Like, that is how you can apply a IP whitelisting and IP blacklisting policy to your API deployed to the API manager. Okay, or yeah, to your API in the API manager, basically. So you can apply that policy. I think I have shown all the ways how you can apply the policies in the API manager. Okay, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please click on like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.